So, Spider-Man is coming to Marvel's Avengers as a PlayStation exclusive in 2021. And I kind of wanted to talk about this because I think this is mostly a pretty scummy move to do, especially for a game that's going to be multi-platform. Console exclusive content on multi-platform games isn't really something new. We have seen it for quite a while now. I think, for me at least, I first came to see it with Soul Calibur 2, considering multiple versions of the game had different characters based on which console you bought. So with the PS2, you get Heihachi from Tekken. For the Xbox, you get Spawn, who has no affiliation with Microsoft, by the way, but it was just kind of a weird guest character to add. And for Nintendo, you had Link. And, this kind of stemmed into Street Fighter Cross Tekken as well. Cole McGrath, Toro, and the other cat, forgot his name. And also with Bad Boxart Mega Man and Pac-Man. I thought this was a practice that was going to go out of date, considering how much of an effort there has been across the industry to try and make sure games are being played on other platforms, right? Some Sony exclusives are now going on PC, like recently Horizon Zero Dawn, and Microsoft has Game Pass, and all their upcoming exclusives on their new console are going to be on Game Pass as well, so PC. So when I saw this, I was kind of dumbfounded and yet understood the purpose of this, right? At the end of this year, we are going to get new consoles. PS5, new Xbox console, and right now it's kind of a heady mind game between Sony and Microsoft, as neither of them have released either a release date or price. So with them kind of going toe-to-toe with each other in that regard, they're going to pull out all the stops they can to sway people to buy their consoles first. So on Microsoft's side, Yakuza 7 is going to be a timed Xbox Series X exclusive. The PS5 version won't be coming out until a little bit later. And with this now, Spider-Man is now solely going to be a playable character on PlayStation 4 and 5. And from a marketing standpoint, it's absolutely genius. It's a great way to kind of sway people who are going to think about what console they want to buy this coming holiday season. And this will probably be a big factor if they want to play the Avengers games with their friends, right? Because now PlayStation has this advantage over PC and Xbox that, hey, we have Spider-Man, the most popular superhero in media and all over the world, and if you want to play him, you gotta buy a PlayStation. And from that standpoint, it's genius. Really, it really is. In terms of respecting the fan base, however, it's pretty evil. Very, very evil. Like I said earlier, this is a multi-platform game. It's going to be on PS4, Xbox, and PC. And honestly, I thought we were past these practices with exclusively locking off content like this, in fighting games, like I previously mentioned, because even though there still is console exclusivity between platforms, so I think last year Call of Duty had the Spec Ops missions they're going to be locked on PS4 for a solid year and stuff like that, and Yakuza 7 being a Xbox launch title and not coming to PS5 and stuff like that. So it's going to go back and forth. But I think for this game, considering that it's going to be a live service, it's a terrible idea because you're going to start creating this divide between your fan base, and you're not going to make a lot of people happy like this. This game has already had its fair share of horrendous marketing until the last bit of footage they showed, I think last week, because the reveal for this game was it was bad. It was horrendously marketed. All of the promoting material of the gameplay to the story trailers were just really underwhelming. And I think they picked up a bit more momentum with the last reveal they had, showing off a lot more footage of the beta and just how the game actually will be. And it actually got me excited to start playing or to think about the game, because at first I really wasn't that interested. And I think this decision just throws a wrench in that momentum, because now you're handicapping some people who want to play the game with all of the content it's going to offer. It just makes no sense, I think, for Square Enix to lock off content to a specific console for a live service game that people are going to sink money into cosmetics and stuff in order to help fund the future content. So more story, more characters outside of Spider-Man, like you saw Hawkeye. Really, there's only 2 ways you can fix this. No, 1 way you can fix it, and 1 way to make it even. So the way you make it even is that you give PC and Xbox their own exclusive characters that only they get. So PC, I don't know, you get freaking Doctor Strange, or with Xbox you get, I honestly don't know. The thing is, it's Spider-Man. You can't. This is the biggest hero in all of media right now. Everyone loves Spider-Man. Even people like me who like kind of don't really have that sort of connection with Spider-Man. I'm more of a Wolverine guy, but it sucks that this character is only going to be on one console. So, you know, playing with your friends and stuff, you know, that'll be cool and everything, but I think it's a big FU to the fan base who are going to be supporting this game who don't own a PS4. So really, the only way to really fix this is like they roll that exclusivity back. They're like, hey, Spider-Man's going to be playable on all these consoles and yada yada, but the PS4 version gets the Spider-Man PS4 skin, the Miles Morales skin, or whatever. And because a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Sony has the rights to Spider-Man. No, they do not. No, they do not. Look at Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. It has Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Gwen. Like that's not the issue here. It's just paid. It's paying to have that exclusive content with its own story content and movesets and, you know, what other cosmetic items to just completely be locked off. It's dumb, in my opinion. It doesn't really help the gaming scape, especially since there's such a industry-wide effort to make games playable on all platforms and more accessible. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Subscribe if you like this. I'll probably make more videos like this. It's actually pretty fun.